morning, good morning. Welcome to the early morning hustle show. Welcome to the early morning hustle show. It's the neighborhood Hope Dealer here. And fuck it, it's the the early morning hustle show, bitch. I be having to stop myself from getting copyrighted by the time I'm joining. Really quick rant. Like I realized that, like I say, like a lot. My mom would kill me for that, but I realized that I really like doing this. I enjoy creating this content, but another tangent, not how I planned it. What's popping? The Mystics Corner. All right. So from last week, did you guys give up the habit that you said you was gonna give up? Yes, no, maybe so. Leave it in the comments for me. Let's get some interaction so we can get this. Listen, I love doing this, so let's get this show on the road. Let's get some people to watch the show. All right. So comment, give me some shit for the algorithm. All right. Um, this week we're gonna do something a little bit different. I was trying to come up with a icebreaker for you, but I couldn't. So I got a word of the week. The word of the week is genocide. All right, let me see if I can cue this up. Oh, perfect. It came up just like I needed it to. It says genocide. Genocide is the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group. And that's just our word for the week. We gonna leave it there. And with that being said, what are we gonna pop into? If you guess politically incorrect, oh my god, let's go. Let's go. Let me see if I can find it. I need to get my mouse. I really need to charge my mouse so that I can just do this and I don't gotta be doing all this stretching. But anyways, all right. So politically incorrect. Let's get into this week. Um, First off, first things first, I'll eat your brain and then start rocking gold teeth and chains. Cause that's what a motherfucking monster do. All right, shout out to Nicki Minaj. Anyways, it's not letting up. What am I talking about? I'm gonna give y'all a fucking let's play a game. Let's play a little game. It's not letting up. What are we talking about? If you guessed, bitch, put it in the comments. But if you guessed it's not letting up, is the fucking Israel and Palestine war. You are absolutely correct. The president of Ukraine, I want to say, um, not Lord, Ukraine, the president of Israel was like, "No, we're not stopping." He ruled out the pause. Last week, if you watched, you saw that the UN had stepped in, like I said they should, and was trying to come up with some type of ceasefire, the humanitarian ceasefire, or the ceasefire, or the humanitarian pause is the first name they came up for. They came up with for it. And the president of Israel is not having that shit. He's definitely like, nah, we not gonna stop. I won't stop. All right, so I'm gonna just leave that there. He also said this is a time for war. And so just again, before I even move on, you already know, just let's pray for peace. Let's pray for anybody who has to live through that. Let's pray for it's so much crazy things going on all around the world. This goes on to girls all around the world. So let's just take a moment of silence for just everything going on and let's pray for peace. Speaking of all around the world, I didn't even write this one down, but your boy Vladimir Putin, and that's the thing right now. This energy is like really a non back down type energy because Vladimir Putin, um, in response to I think one of his generals or somebody in his army saying that people are tired, he was like, essentially, we don't get tired, bitch. No. He said, we have. I'm sorry, I fucked that up. Let me say that properly. He said, the guy said, this is we have reached a stalemate, and Putin said we haven't reached a stalemate. People get tired. People may be tired, but this ain't no stalemate. And that's the quote was like essentially like um that's what Vladimir Putin how Vladimir Putin responded when somebody said that they had got that they was in a stalemate. after 18 months of war. They've been warring for 18 warring. Is that a thing? They've been at war for 18 months. And Vladimir Putin is like, we ain't in no stalemate, bitch. We just a little tired, but if it's up, then it's stuck. So that's the update on the two wars that we have going on right now. If you didn't know, now you know. Um, our is it our Secretary of Defense? I don't know if I wrote this man's name down, but he has been on tour in over around the Iranian area and in Iraq because we've been getting attacked by a militia that they are sure has ties to Iran and Iraq. So, and we really don't want to get no beef with them right now because everything is real fucking sticky over there. So, just updates on those things. There's a lot of hate, anti-Semitism, and hate. Can we please stop the hate? Can we stop being mean to each other? Can we stop acting inhumane to each other? Like, since everything that has been going on across seas or overseas, um, people just feel like they got the right to be dicks to other people. Like, they don't bleed just like everybody else. So if you can do something like, okay, maybe our challenge or our icebreaker for this week is find somebody to do something kind for just randomly. Like somebody who can't help you, who can't give nothing back to you. Like do something kind without question and without expectation. All right, because the world could really, 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 really use that. All right, so what we got? Because I didn't. The Middle Eastern took me on a sad tangent, bitch. Oh, all right. So Trump in court today, bitch. See, he's in court today. All right, let me see what I wrote down because I know I wrote something down. It says Trump's sons say they have nothing to do with his financial statement. So the tea is, or the gossip is, that Trump he inflated his network so he could receive favorable loans from banks and whatnot. So he's in court right now saying I ain't do it, and so his sons, I say a family of thieves, a family that steals together, lives together, bitch, forever and ever. But thick as thieves for real, bitch. But Trump, Trump's sons have been accused of like essentially doctoring his financial documents, and his sons say they ain't have nothing to do with that. So they're in court today to see if uh, Trump will be found guilty of um, inflating his net worth to receive favorable loans. And if so, they want him not to be able to do business in the state of New York. Oh, Trump. Oh, but let me tell you something. Um, this is a random fact, and I have a slight weaponations fascination with guns, and so like just understanding them and how they work. And so on the streets, they got something called a switch. I did one of my little neighborhood things on there on the term switch, but there is something that is called a bump stop. And essentially, because it's bigger than a switch, and you put it on a rifle, and I think it says it should. And when you put a bump on a rifle, that it fires at least 100 rounds in 1 minute. Um, Trump had that banned. I ain't mad at the boy for that. But now they're seeking to unban. It's still banned in like 10 states, or it's not banned in 10 states. Look it up. But it's like a switch on steroids for rifles. That shit crazy. So I don't know, like when I see that he's done stuff like that is something that, and you would think somebody like Trump, I don't know, I know that kind of came off derogatory, but you would think that he would want something like that. But anyways. All right, so Trump. Let's see what else. Where else are we? Um, oh, election officials are starting to quit because it got crazy. They tired of being threatened. They said last year it got too fucking crazy for 'em. So I think I forgot. I didn't write down the number, the amount of election officials that have quit so far, but they not fucking with it. They said the pose is dangerous. It's hard out here for a pimp. Oh, Captain Planet, pollutant and pollution is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say. Captain Planet, um, the reason why I picked him for this one, pollution smog is so thick in New Delhi that it can kill people and cause cognitive impairment. So they're saying there's some place out there that creates a pollution, and the quick weather change has created a dense fog that is essentially toxic to inhale all over New Delhi. That sounds stressful. So they cancel school and work and all of that shit. All right, so real quick, I saw this one on TikTok. My TikTok story of the week. Nancy Grace, I really like her. This 11-year-old girl was kidnapped from her home by a man that she met on Roblox. And it's crazy because my little niece growing up, they used to always be on Roblox. I hate Roblox. I think that it's a predator's playground. He said, Nancy Grace asked the question, why would a grown man be on Roblox? Because the students or the children who play Roblox have an intelligence of a grown person, because that is not a game for kids. Anybody who could really play Roblox, and they're highly intelligent. And so it makes sense for an intelligent person to be on Roblox, a grown person to be on Roblox, because the cognitive ability that's necessary to actually be successful in that game is one of a highly skilled child or an adult. So I always thought it was a praying ground for children. She said, so it was a little boy and a little girl at home by themselves. Their mom was out. The little boy said the little girl got up and left at like 5:30 in the morning, and he didn't think anything of it because he thought it was a school day. And then he was like, oh, he realized it wasn't a school day because he wasn't get up. He called his mom. 11-year-old girl gone. I don't even want to talk about it. Pray for that mom. Pray for that brother. Pray the little girl make it home safely, because and understand what your child into. Understand what your child. I don't have kids. I got a niece. But I'll be all in her fucking business. For real, heavy, real heavy. All right. She be so fucking annoyed. I don't care. How is this time change affecting you guys? Time change, what, the night before last? It ain't bothering me. It ain't bothering me much. For my hustlers, I know the ones that listen. You do this every year. Chill the fuck out. All right, so crypto. Sam Bankman, Fried, whatever his name is, found guilty in 7 counts of fraud. The Forex trade, I think that's on the FTX. He frauded. Man, they say he went from a billionaire to the defendant of a case. He's poor. I forgot how much they said he stole because I was watching. I had to go read about Bernie Madoff, bitch. And Bernie Madoff was a fucking Ponzi scheme genius. And let's go on a quick tangent. Like as I'm reading about these people, did these people really fucking lose? I know I'm not endorsing them, but my question is, like, they stole all this money. Don't hurt people. Don't steal from people. But they did. So that's a fact that they did. And they lived their very, very best life. And then you put him in a cage for like 5 years and then he died. He didn't live the best of his life. He didn't experience all of the things. He didn't did all of the things. He's just now it's just it's time to go on home. No, not shouldn't think of it like that. Now, don't nobody come for me talk about Bernie Madoff and all his victims. Listen, because from what I understand that Bernie Madoff was doing, that nigga was sending out bank statements that said people had 65. That's what they call him, $65 million man. He was sending out bank statements telling people they had $65 million, and they said he wasn't lying, but I don't know. You have to read the article because I know I'm killing this, and I realize that my train of thought don't be translating out on the through the video sometimes because I be thinking faster than I can talk. But anyways. So crypto, Bernie Madoff, very interesting stories, very interesting read. Stop frying people. It's a lot of fry coming out right now. Saturn is direct. Y'all, this ain't politics. This is astrology, but bitch. My whole astrological chart and then getting ass raped. So I'm just so happy to see that is lightening up, bitch. All right. The GM strikes are finally lightening up or loosening up after I forgot over 6 weeks for a really, really long time. They've been on strike and they're prepared to go longer. But the company bended it and was like, okay, we're gonna give y'all something favorable. For those of you who care, Texas Rangers won their first World Series title. All right, and then let's jump into numbers don't lie. I was like, I don't have enough numbers don't lie for this week, but I think I do. So this one's crazy. 30,000 pounds. 30,000 pounds of chicken of Tyson's chicken nuggets, the dinosaur ones, bitch, have been recalled because they had metal in them. And they trying to kill the kids. Another conspiracy rant. They trying to kill the kids, and then with their small, they talking about this can kill people. I think they're just trying to kill people everywhere. That's all I think. Burning them up in Hawaii, like drowning them in wine. Like I just think they'll like I don't know. Anyways, politically incorrect. Take a fucking joke. Anyways. All right, 35,000 workers in Vegas that are ready to strike. So the culinary, like the chefs, the bartenders, they want better pay and reduced hours. I'm pretty sure that those people, that's a documentary we probably don't want to see. That documentary with the In the Arms of an Angel. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. 65 million. That's how many calls I want to say the suicide prevention line, but the mental health line got called. That's how many times they got called within the last year or since it opened in 2022. 65 million calls. And if you ever need that number, instead of calling, like if there's a mental health crisis, instead of calling 911, call 988, just so y'all know. Oh, okay. And finally, last but not least, 26. Oh, I forgot to write down the mantra for today. Damn it. 26 eye drops. 26. These are the types of eye drops that can lead to severe eye drop infection, and that can be found at any CVS or Rite Aid because they have shit in the eye drops that you're not supposed to have in eye drops. So there's that. All right. We're going to tap in for a little minute. Today, we're going to talk about just keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Listen, life get hard and shit be fucked up. That's all I can tell you. Life be hard and shit be fucked up. Feel it and keep going. Like, especially if you're a hustler. I feel like hustlers are like you born a hustler and his life will have you put help you sharpen your hustle skills, your hustle tools. Um, and I like to think of the things that we go through in life, the challenges, the things we can't control as tool building and or shining, polishing, or sharpening. Because if nothing, if everything is for my good, tapping into my Christian background, if everything is for my good, if God meant it for my good, and I know that I'm moving out of a good place, out of a place of betterment, out of a place of evolving. I have to know that evolution is uncomfortable. When the butterfly wings breaks the back of the caterpillar, I'm sure that doesn't feel well. However, um, that don't make the butterfly stop being a butterfly. Does that make sense? Like everything, I look at everything as something to make us better. And I'm gonna tell you, sometimes life hits you with a fucking sock of bricks in the fucking chest, bitch. They do. And when it does, what do, bitch? You have the if you down there, bitch, might as well get a little comfortable for a second to get your breath, bitch. See if you still alive. And be like, "Ooh, damn, that hurt." All right. I personally, while I'm down there, I love to ask the question, how do we get here? How the fuck did I get here? How did I end up here? Is this a place that I knew that I could end up? Was this even a possibility? Because sometimes your downfalls, your shit, your failures, your whatever you want to call them, they can all look like, that they can always be something that you accounted for. But if it's not something you accounted for now, if you got something what to add to your equation, but when you get hit in the chest with the brick, I tell you, stay down now, bitch. Bitch, you need a week. You got to get some stitches, bitch. You had to go through breathing treatments, bitch. Yeah, how many weeks that's gonna take? Yeah, go ahead and factor that into your plan and plan to be up at the end of them 6 weeks. And while you laying down, be making plans for your other plans. But don't let somebody hit you in the chest with a sock of bricks. Don't let life hit you in the chest with a sock of bricks and you just stop. Somebody hit your fucking stop button. As long as you get up and you breathing, as long as you got air in your lungs, as long as you like as long as you pop that eye open and you on this side of the earth, yeah, we just gonna keep going. Like, and that's really like it's people in this world who are alive but not. They just stuck in a shell of a person, place, or thing. Like something life hit them with a brick or a rock or something, and they just stopped. That's why I love, like, I appreciate the hustlers that I see at the corner store and because they didn't just give up and die. They still, even with the smallest little ounce of hope that they got, hey, let me hustle you. Come on. Shit, one hustler to another hustler. Let's go. I appreciate the hustle, my love. But just don't ever stop. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Stay down for as long as you need to. But eventually you're gonna have to wiggle that fucking toe. You understand what I'm saying? You have to pull yourself together. And that's the thing too. I go through a lot of things by myself, not because I'm alone, because I have loving family who loves me. But at the end of the day, it's just me. It's always been just me. This is a story of a girl and God. So like I ain't never had nobody to pull me up out my. And what happens if there is no one around? Even if it's people that want to be around, even if it's people that love you, what if there's nobody around to pull you up out your shit? for some reason you can't. So you got to figure out how to wiggle your toe, bitch. You got to figure out how to get yourself up when ain't nobody, to make yourself keep going when it's nobody or nothing there. Always. Because you can't count on other people. Not that there is anything wrong with other people. Not that people can't be counted on, because they can be. But life is unpredictable. You can't count on life being not. So what happens when you're in a place and it's just you and God, and can't nobody get you out of it? Bitch, you better keep fucking going. Figure out a motherfucking way, bitch. I'ma die trying to figure it out. The autopsy showed this bitch was thinking when she died. Her head exploded. I mean that shit. I'm not gonna ever in my life stop. You understand what I'm saying? In my life, as long as it's I was about to say something outlandish, but I know my parents be watching this shit sometimes. Because sometimes there don't be no air in my lungs, but I be alive. All right, so that's it. That's all I wanted y'all to say. That's all I wanted to say to y'all. I cannot remember our mantra for the week. Check it out. It's on my Instagram. It's on my TikTok somewhere. Maybe I'll add this video, add that video to the end of this video. I don't know. I'll figure some shit out. But happy Manifest Monday. Pray for the people in the Middle East. Just keep going. It ain't nothing wrong with being down for as long as you need to be down, as long as you get back up at some point. And that's it. Okay. Bye. See y'all next week.